Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Every Damn Day. And today on the show, I've got our good friends Bianca and Orlando. How y'all doing today?
Great.
We're all right.
So I just want you to know I'm doing 365 of these in a row with unique entrepreneurs and unique companies. And in about your episode 133, so in about 220 more, you all are definitely winning the best dress contest for the show because you are looking sharp. So way to stick with that brand, because I think we've got some cool things to talk about looking sharp and being sharp and sounding sharp. So let's jump right into that. Why don't you tell us about yourselves and about 24 Karat Talent and other projects?
Okay, I'll go. So I'm Bianca, Green-Galloway. I started 24 Karat back in 2011 while I was living in Chicago. It was actually a dance company at the time in college. We was the only dance team in the college. So I was a big, huge dancer. So I just wanted to do something that I liked doing because I just wasn't book savvy at all. So, so anyway, and then I relocated to Michigan, and it wasn't really a lot as far as in the entertainment industry out here. So I just decided, my parents was like, yeah, why don't you just bring it out here, So brought it out here and met this cat not that long ago. We actually met about a little over a year ago. And he definitely helped me like a ton with 24 Karat because we started out in one place and now we're in a totally different. It's just way better than what I could have done on my own. And I appreciate him. And that's a little bit about me. I model, I dance. I'm also an actress. I've been traveling like crazy before I moved to Michigan. And Michigan, it was like so small. And I was like, I want to be back on TV. I want to do this. I want to do that. And it's really nothing out here in Lansing. So I just decided to just create it myself. So
let me ask you a couple of follow-up questions. Where were you born and raised? Were you born in Michigan?
In Chicago, Illinois.
Okay. And when you were going to school, where were you going to school?
I went to Prairie State College in Chicago Heights, Illinois.
All right.
That's where I started the dance team.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Bianca. Orlando's going right as I'm about to ask him.
Somebody was walking in.
Give me a second.
Oh, okay. No problem. So are your parents in Michigan? Is that what brought you to Michigan? I mean, I heard the story.
Well, my parents
ties here.
My parents moved here in 2013. My dad is a truck driver. And then they decided they wanted to start their own trucking company. So they started their own trucking company and like just basically move freight. Sorry, someone is popping balloons on the other side. We had an event last night. So.
It's okay.
So can you like tell her we're in the interview?
Yeah, I told her that. It's gonna be real quick. Someone
Okay.
So you're also going to get the most celebratory award at the end of the 200. You're popping the balloons and
right.
All of that.
I'm like, is it loud? Is it loud? But yeah, they had a trucking company, and when I was in transitioning at the time, I was visiting Michigan, and then I was just like, it's kind of cool, it's quiet, it's definitely different from Chicago. And then my mom and my dad was like, why don't you come up here and help us? So I decided to help them with their company. But then on the other side of the building, it was open space. So my dad was like, you can just put your company in here. And that was all she wrote.
All right. Hey, what about you, Orlando?
I'm Orlando Coleman. I started off as an artist. My stage name is just Call Me Lando, which is JCM Lando. But all my friends call me Lando, so just stick with that. I was born and raised in Lansing, Michigan. I've been here all my life. I haven't really been outside except to travel and stuff. My passion was music. It still is music. I don't want to say was, but I've been rapping since like 11. I was garbage then though. I mean, like I couldn't Like my first song, oh my God, my first song is called Dreams, and it's probably the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. You know? You know, but the fact that I was able to create it in a sense of the format, the hook, and then the verses, you know what I'm saying? People tell me just keep going and you develop, and I ended up developing into an R&B artist. That's what I currently do, sort of. I also met with Bianca a year or so ago and helped her with 24 Karat. It's a talent studio now. We develop models, artists, actors, dancers, put them on the right pathway that we think they should go, or we feel. We want to get them industry ready, pretty much what we're trying to do.
Okay.
That's become more of my passion because I get a niche. I get a little excitement from helping people. I don't know where that comes from. I'm not saying that the service is free, but it's cheap.
Yeah.
The work behind it is what motivates me to do it. You know.
So let's talk about. I meant to ask you this before. Is it okay to talk about Giovanni?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah. I love
Hey,
Gio. I love Gio. That's my guy.
Is he in your? I don't know, your crew, your school, your company?
Yeah.
How do I refer to that? What is he a client? Is he the talent? I guess. Yeah.
He's a member. He's actually a member.
Member.
Yeah, he started last year. He was really skeptical in the beginning, and he was just like, I'm not so used to doing these contracts and agreement forms. So can you explain to me? So we literally went through everything on the agreement form verbatim for him. And he was very excited, adamant. He was one of the only people that was so determined to make it. So that's what drives us to do more for the people, and people like that. He was just like, okay, what do I do today? You know, he'll text me and say, hey, someone wants to do this for me. Should I do it? You know, things like that. That's the type of stuff that we like doing. But he's amazing. He's definitely taking it far so quick.
I wish we could have recorded his growth.
Yeah.
Because that guy, man, his determination says enough for it. You probably seen it on Facebook when he posts. Completely different.
Yeah, I guess I met him maybe a year and a half ago, somewhere around there, and he was just doing some art, and I think he was coming over to show me some art, and then he started saying, I'm going to be a model. And I'm thinking, how are you going to be a model in Lansing? You know? and I'm thinking he's going to move away or something like that. And then pretty soon I saw him. How long has he been working with you all?
Probably about it. He started when we first started transitioning the talent studio from dance studio to whatever it is now.
Yeah.
So he started a couple months after that, and then the pandemic hit. But during the pandemic, he was one of the ones still hitting us up like, what can I do while I'm sitting here? You got kind of come take pictures, you know what I'm saying? Because we have an on-site camera guy to take pictures, you know, as a partner to our company. So he just kept going. I don't know.
Yeah, he went from being what was he doing? Like not mixed martial arts, but
free running. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, and then he was doing so much. We asked him in his interview. We was like, "So what do you do?" We literally probably didn't have enough space to put a lot of the stuff. He's like, I do this, I do that. I'm like, this man is talented.
Yeah.
So he was just like, well, I want to model. You know, I really think, I'll be good at doing it. And
so about a year. I'm sorry, that's the question. He's been around about a year.
Yeah. I think that's called parkour, and I don't mind you. Parkour.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't mind you going on any tangents that you want to go on. So I'm just here to keep it moving in case you get stuck. So if you want to talk the whole time, look great. I'll even get out of the way. So I saw him getting on a plane and walking on a runway.
Yeah, he okay, so that happened because someone saw him. I don't know where. I believe it was social media through his postings. He's done photo shoots with like Moneyball and things like that, the local company here. And he was someone saw him and reached out to him and said, hey, like, do you want to do this? He was skeptical again, like he was with me. It was a mother agency. I think it's called Eye Catch Management. It's like a step ahead of us. So it's like we help prepare them, and then it's another company that helps put them out there. And then there's like the big company. So he reached out to me and he was just like, can you read over this contract? I'm kind of skeptical. I have an interview. So, he wanted to get prepared for it. So he was really excited. So we had an interview here at the studio. The lady was like, you're gonna be a professional model. I'm just gonna tell you that. Like, yeah. So he was really excited about modeling. So he ended up he signed 2 contracts, I believe, with international modeling agencies. So that's really big for us because that's our first person, other than me, that's our first person that we trained that actually made it within a year. That's like nearly impossible to happen, especially in a small town like this. But he definitely went, I believe it was Orlando. I wish I remember the name of the company, but he's been scouted and people want him. And I'm glad he had a part of it.
That's amazing. So if you don't mind, how do you make your money? Like what's that relationship look like?
So in the beginning, it was kind of just, hey, favor for favor kind of thing. But then we started realizing, no, we got rent to pay. So we started just basically going through the things that we actually do. Our work, like he does graphics, he does like help produce, engineer, type music with the artists. And then we just kind of broke down our prices depending on our services, but we kind of got it put together as like $100 package. So the $100 package for the model includes like the portfolio. We make sure they get a headshot. We train them 4 times a month. What else comes with it?
Well, besides the classes, and then you get for our artists, you get an EPK, which is like electronic press kit. If people don't know, it's like a 1-page of just all your stuff. As an artist, you get an artist card, and as a model, you get your comp card. So that's like we got like a 3-month agreement. So in them 3 months, we have a certain goal we want you to get at. That we said we're gonna get you to a point in them three months. But in them 3 months, you pay $100 a month for us to get you to that point. But you take classes per month, depending on where we feel like you're at in your profession. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We did have at the time where he started, we had a promotional period. So it was like, okay, you get basically 2 months for free. So we did $100 for 3 months. So our clients paid $100, and we basically made them a comp card, helped them build their portfolio, headshots, classes, like we do etiquette classes, writing classes for the artists, performance classes, runway walk classes, just things. We try to figure out what the model, because if it's a model, it's many different model types. You have like print modeling, commercial modeling, runway. It's many different types. So we try to figure out what type of model or artist or dancer that they want to be. And then we just push it, because sometimes people don't have, not the energy, but like, I want to do it, but I just need that little push. So that's what we here for. And we was charging $100 for 3 months, and now it's $100 a month for our services. Okay. To answer the question.
Yeah, thank you.
And we also rent out a venue.
Right.
We got event rental. So
yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I saw that on Facebook. So definitely look up 24 Karat Talent if you are looking for event space, because what was it, like $50 an hour or something like that, I think?
Yep. So apparently in Chicago, I don't mean to bring it up again, but I love Chicago. But in Chicago, like usually when you book a space, it comes with tables and chairs and things like that. But I didn't know out here they don't really do that. So apparently we're kind of like, yeah, they want to come to us because when we do charge $50 an hour to rent out our space. The capacity is 75, but due to COVID, we're limiting the people with the COVID guidelines. So you can't have more than 25 people into your party. Until that is lifted, then that's the rules that we're going to follow. But we do charge a $50 cleaning fee. It comes with tables and chairs, probably as many as you'll need due to COVID. But if you need to rent more, then you just let us know. But it has, as soon as I posted it on Facebook, it's been literally clockwork. Like everybody's been trying to book, and I'm like, okay. It's been a little bit overwhelmed, but I really like letting people, like, because they see the studio, and it's not like a typical like random, regular studio. Like we have not really artwork, but we kind of, it's artwork. We have like our personal artwork images on the wall. So it's kind of nice when people celebrate here and then they get to take pictures and like show all our work that's on the wall. So I kind of really like it.
So I'm gonna bring up Chicago now. My daughter, when she was younger, she had a contract with Stewart Talent. I don't know if I can't remember who their parent company is, but it's one of the there's two of them. There's a male one and a female one, and then there's a young talent one. And we were like we were like Giovanni in that we didn't know what to do. We didn't know. I really wish you were around about 8 years ago. That's what I'm trying to say. Because that was it was fascinating, but it was tough. Like doing a modeling shoot in Chicago, I think the minimum was like $650 for a half day, even, or something like that, because there's a union. You help navigate all of that. It sounds like
yes,
yeah.
When I was doing it in Chicago, I met a woman named Rhea Henderson. She has a School of Performing Arts that I attended her school as a part of her Next Level team. And I was just confused on how, like, me being so short, I'm 5'1", 5'2", me not being the thinnest model, me being African American, that I really wasn't going to get as many jobs as I did. But I felt like I was Giovanni at the time. I was just like, at first I was like, I don't think they're going to book me. And then I just kept getting bookings. And then she was traveling, we was traveling. It was just like, it was an experience. And now that she given that to me, I feel like that's my goal, is to give it to other people. She trained me so well. And now I just want to do the same thing that she did for me, for other people, young people at the most, because I was young when I started. So,
what's I'm gonna ask this in trying to be cute way. You got any work for like a guy, a 54-year-old, ethnically ambiguous, has to stand up super straight to even get to 5'9"?
If you don't mind traveling, we will definitely find a job for you. Most of the jobs are, sorry, putting the charger in.
My bad.
No worries.
So most of the jobs that I can find is in Chicago, because that's really my connections out there. I've been trying to find more gigs out here in Michigan. It hasn't been that hard, honestly, because there are a ton of pages on Facebook, the modeling pages, acting pages, talent companies that's definitely in Detroit. So if you do want it, Chicago PD is looking for people. Chicago Fire is looking for people. So ton of jobs are opening back up. So
you shouldn't put an age cap on. A lot of people put age caps on things. Like basketball, it's an age cap, unfortunately, because it's physical. Enduring, certain age, you just can't take it anymore. But stuff like modeling and music and stuff like that, that stuff is timeless. You know what I'm saying? If you have the desire to do it, just do it.
Yes. Someone's got to play grandpa on the commercials, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we had a commercial with Big B that we did last year, and then the pandemic happened. So,
who is your, like, from a model perspective, who's your ideal model? Or are you just really inclusive? You'll take anybody, or that's one side of the equation. Then the other side of the equation, who's your ideal client to get that model a contract with?
So nothing is physical for me. Just because of me, like nothing is physical. Everything is in here, honestly. We really want people that is driven and wants to do it. We're okay with like the people that say, hey, I'll come, and then I'll ask you, hey, when can you come in? I don't want to have to keep chasing you around for your dream. I want you to be saying, hey, yeah, so what are we doing today? What are we doing tomorrow? Like, can we make the whole schedule for the week? Like, I like people like that. Those are the people that I'm drawn to, that I work. So, like, I will work overnight for you. Whatever you need, like one call away type. That's the type of person that I will love. That's my ideal person. It's someone that's driven and really wants to do it.
Okay.
To make it so easier on us.
Yeah. We don't want nobody to think that their dream is impossible. You know what I'm saying? Just because you look different than anybody or everybody, or what the bias of the world says. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own special talent. Whether you have to look for it or not is on you. You know, it's what you see in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
So a lot of people, when they hear modeling, they think runway, they think really tall girls in Paris, they think all of that, right?
Really?
But it's not that. It's not really that. It's some of that,
Yeah,
but not really that at all.
No, not
Right.
at all.
Yeah, that's what we had. A client that we the other day that came here last week to inquire. She wanted to sign up for the company, and she was just like, she's very stunning. And I seen her and I seen her drive and I seen so much potential in her, but she was just like, but I have tattoos, but I'm not tall. But I'm like, girl, you see me? So I just started telling her everything I've done. And she was so like, really? Like the standards had, not saying that it's lowered, but it's changed very different from years ago. I believe that's when I noticed, when I started getting jobs, I was just like, they said I had to be a size 2. but yeah, like I don't like tattoos. I don't really think it bothers for the most part, as long as they can be covered up. Height really don't matter anymore. I see girls 5'4", 5'2" on the runway now. But also depends on the client. Not necessarily a 24 karat client, but an actual the person that's booking for the job. So some people might get discouraged because they're not the look that they're going for, but for the most part, I don't really think it's a lot of discrimination in the industry anymore. And that's why I'm really pushing it right now.
I'm going to ask you who your ideal client, like if you were booking for somebody, not the model, but that is in a second. But were you going to say something, Orlando? I felt like I was interrupting. Or you want me to keep rolling?
Go ahead.
I think a long time ago, in the 70s, maybe, there was a lot more very white, very bleached out definition of what beauty was. And I forgot the words that you just used, Bianca, but it's the face of that is changing. The definition, right? Nobody likes super skinny, and that being the only thing that gets on the magazine, or, black girls with, just the right straight hair and stuff. Right. I mean, it's all changing now. What are your thoughts on that? What is, what do you think is happening in the evolution of that? Because I think it's spectacular.
I do. And I believe social media has a lot to do with it. I believe it's because people aren't they're used to the norm, but social media now being involved in a lot of things, people are getting tired of seeing the same old stuff. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they want to see more. They want to see more different. They want other people to feel like they fit in. So a lot of companies has transitioned to trying to fit in, honestly, trying to fit in with the other companies. I don't know who started it, but I really appreciate them for doing it. But you want to say something?
Well, it's not even so much just that. People are being becoming more acceptable to things. You know, like they accept different things now. And I don't know if that probably has to do with social media as well. You know what I'm saying? But people are more open to different ideas. You know, and that's good because there's a lot of because modeling just isn't pictures and runway. You know, when you consider modeling, you also think of music videos. You know, people think they're actors, but in general, they're technically models. You know, they're there to look good. Some of them don't even act. You know,
yeah.
And I don't want to get on any racial, but I feel like Black people are starting to get accepted now. That's changed a ton. Like, I feel like we have a bigger platform than we did in the 70s. So, like me being here where I'm at right now, I don't think I could have done it back in the 70s. But now with like a lot of stuff has changed, and it definitely influenced the modeling industry, the music industry, anything. Honestly, I think everything has changed now. So I appreciate whoever started that. Martin Luther King. Someone had a dream.
Someone. I love it though. I think I do want to maybe talk about race a little bit more if you don't mind, because you know that stereotype of what beauty was. You know that came from probably the white media industry that wanted a certain look, and they were defining what that look was going to be, and even. So racism is just baked into so many things in our culture that what I'm curious about, what I'm really trying to get to is, are you seeing an evolution of that breaking down, which then cycles back and helps us, see the racism that we have in our society, or helps me see my blind spot, or really is questioning that status quo? I think it must be fascinating to watch that, especially if you've been in the modeling. What you said, 12 years? Is that?
I've been doing modeling since I was 7.
Okay.
I'm almost 30 now.
I wasn't going to ask your age.
I don't mind. But no, I agree. I feel like we have definitely, like, the evolution definitely happened, and I don't know if it will ever revert back to it being a standard, and I don't know.
Standards change every day. I expect the world to be different in 10 years, to be honest with you.
We really don't know what happened.
And it's not. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad thing, but it could be a bad thing. The world is so unpredictable. You can't predict what's going to happen next. I feel like the racial issue has gotten better, yes, in certain areas though. There's still certain spots where it's don't see much of a change in. You know what I'm saying? And those are the parts that we worry about the most. Because it's the important parts. As far as the music industry, modeling industry, all that entertaining in general, yeah, it's changed. We get accepted more. We get recognized more. And that's cool. I'm not saying that's all, but yeah, that's acceptable. But it's the important stuff that makes us like, okay, so now that we're here, can we get here? What I'm saying? Is that ever going to work that way? I don't know. I'd rather not say, but we hope for the best. Usually, that's all we can do. Typically.
Well, I hope for the best too, and let me just. I've got Sean out in the crowd making some comments about she used a lot of baking soda when she was helping her mom. She helped care for her mom through like Alzheimer's and dementia and all that. And now she wants to be a brand ambassador for baking soda. So you're going to recruit a lot of us. Well, I won't say, I don't know how old Sean is, but I'm old. So get some different ages. And then this must be a fan of you guys. So
Griselda. So yeah, Griselda is definitely a fan. She's also our executive assistant.
Yeah. All right.
She recently just started with us, but that girl is
Can we give a couple shout outs real quick, or is that for the end?
You can give shout outs all the time you want.
Okay, so
whenever you want.
24 Karat Tyler Studios is more than just me and Bianca.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of behind the scenes people, starting with our board members, outside of me and Bianca ourselves. Johnson, India Young, and Devon Major. They're all part of our board. They help us run this thing. We don't just run it by ourselves. It'd be impossible to do so.
Yeah. We wish they could have made it, but
yeah.
They definitely helped us a lot. So yeah, we have Devon. He's actually a photographer. He owns 87 Visuals, and he's actually a videographer as well with him. So they have their own side company. So one is 87 Visuals, it's photography studio, and then it's 176 Productions is the videography. And then India Young, she has multiple companies.
Yes.
She is our dancer, our dance coach, as well as she does event coordinating here. She has Confidence, which is her dance company. She also has Buttercream Beauty, which is a natural care line, like for your skin and
men and women.
Yeah, men and women skin care line. And then her and her significant other, Dejan Johnson, they just started another company called Bakay Events. So Bakay Events is kind of a partner company with 24 Karat. So they will be like hosting events here, not specifically, but drawn towards the couples crowd. So they will be hosting something here February 14th on Valentine's Day. It will be a nice, elegant dinner and games. It's going to be so much fun. I will be here, me and my husband. But they're very driven people too. It's like they say what they want and then they just go ahead and do it. Those are type of people that we love working with. And then Griselda, she started as a promotional leader. She was a part of our promotional team for our artists and our models, but we just couldn't keep her there because she was just like, what you need me to do? I got it. She was ready. So you just definitely want to shout them out.
We got our artists, because listen, 24 Karat started off mostly models. After the pandemic hit, a lot of the models didn't come back, but a lot of artists came, you know? So ACG, that's her brother. That's another artist that we're working with. Titled Wave, which, by the way, her first song entitled All of Me did amazing. You know what I'm saying? It was her very first video, very first song. She got like 2,000 streams on Spotify and Apple Music. She got about 2K on video streams. You know what I'm saying? Very first song. She's doing really good right now. I'm really excited for her.
We also have Anaya, which is his daughter. She's an artist as well. And she is amazing. I can't wait for her to get up there and the world to see her. But and then we do have models that are still on our team. So when the pandemic happened, we didn't want to, because our classes was 10 and more people. We had a total of about 22 models and about 2 artists at the time. And so when the pandemic happened, we couldn't really host our classes, and it wasn't a lot for us to do. So people were real like, okay, so now what? Like, you know, a lot of people was just like discouraged a little bit, but then we started doing one-on-one classes with people. So that changed for us. And it's kind of a big change for me because I'm so used to talking to a large group of people, and being personal one-on-one classes is kind of different for me, but I still like it, like doing it. But we still have a couple of models, but we definitely have a majority of artists now.
Yeah.
And we're very talented, all different. The artists that we have, like, no one sounds the same. Everyone makes totally different type of music. Everyone drive is different. It's just, I'm glad that we put that.
And it's all good though. It's not just like we got artists that's paying us. We just letting them go off with blunt music. They're actually good artists. You know what I'm saying? They have potential, which is why we love to work with people like that. Study J was another artist though, and recently added was Ernest Kwan. He's new. He's going to probably end up being like our model artist because he's just starting. Outside of who we already working with.
Yeah, because we kind of transitioned from modeling to focusing mainly on artists. So now we're trying to not get outside of modeling, but like revert over a little bit more. So our time and our focus is mainly so on our artists, and we have a whole totally different structure that we're doing now. And I think is going to be really good right now. And the new artist is definitely in for a treat.
Yeah.
So remember I said I had like 225 more shows to do by the end of the year? I need to fill those spots. It looks like I should come to you and you could just get your board, get your artists. All right. I'm going to be hitting up a lot. Now, Sean came back at us and said that was a serious question and she didn't feel like it was answered. So
I wanted to actually answer that question.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Because I cut down, what is it, Griselda?
Yeah.
Cut down to her. So we'll go back to Sean real quick. Sorry about that, Sean.
Oh yeah, we definitely apologize. So yeah, you said I'm passionate about baking soda because of how helpful it has been to me in the caring for my mom and Target. Sorry to be a brand ambassador. So,
and she also throws Dawn and white distilled vinegar in there.
Dawn and white vinegar.
Yeah, besides just baking soda. So she wants to be the brand ambassador for all of them.
So I would say usually brand ambassadors, they have some type of experience. So if you don't, I would suggest you start off doing other things. Like don't solely focus on that. And, you might not get that at that particular moment that you wanted. But there are a ton of brand ambassador jobs in Michigan that we promote and we put our models to. I can actually send you one. It's called Ascent Talent, and that is I think that's based in like Ann Arbor, Michigan. I'm not sure, but Ascent Talent definitely works with a ton of companies. They work with Shout. I'm pretty sure they work with Dawn. I'm not sure the name of the baking soda company, but
Armor and Hammer.
Armor and Hammer. Yeah. But it's not hard. It's not hard, especially around these times. They lost a ton of clientele. So it would be very easy to get a job. Not saying that you have to wait for it to be easy, but this is a really good time to get into brand ambassador jobs because there's not a lot of people right here that are willing to go out and promote for brands during the pandemic. So believe in yourself, and if you want, you can reach out to us and we can send you some referrals. That's also what we do. We like sending referrals out to for different companies that are hiring. So
I'll send you both a message and introduce yourself or each other to you. Okay. So what would you say your mission is?
Okay. So I wrote this down, right?
We got a mission statement.
Yeah, we have a mission statement and we had changed it multiple times. So I'm gonna try to not read it off of here, but okay. So we have a mission to provide not only talent management, but instructional work. So we would like to bring real world experience into our everyday life. So we would like to have those models and artists get that experience that they see on TV. We would like for them to feel like, we can do it too. So that's our mission, is we want to put hope into our clients.
Yeah, I love that. Hope. It's so important. I mean, coming out of 2020, that's all I had on the first day of 2021 was hope.
That's it.
And I love that mission statement.
Yeah.
Is there something you do every damn day to push that mission forward?
Man, every hour, every minute, every day, every weekend, every month, listen. What people don't realize is when running a business, there's no such thing as day off. It's not until your business is able for you to take a couple of days off, and that usually includes people working for you. Mm-hmm. And when you're working for yourself and you're just building, all the time in the world is needed. The sacrifice is going to be made. A lot of people are going to be mad. A lot of people are going to lose time. But if the people love you and understand what you're trying to do and see where you're going, it's not like 24 Karat is just sitting here and we putting in all this hours a day of the week and we just sitting here doing nothing. But we're literally working,
Yeah.
Every damn day.
Every damn day.
Every damn day.
Every damn day.
We get up. We also have 9 to 5s. as well. Well, him.
Yeah, I would.
I have a 9 and 9. I have 2 kids, and I'm expecting. So I get up every damn day.
Every damn day.
Coming to the studio and we're trying to put our name out there more. We have been posting more on social media a lot because I thought I was tech savvy, but now I guess I'm getting old because it's a lot of stuff that I started learning, and everybody's like, yeah, you should do this, you should do that. So we're learning a lot of new stuff with technology, and that's definitely going to help us succeed. So that's what we've been working on, is trying to put our name out there so that we can get more clients and so that we can have more success stories. So just like everybody.
I love what you're doing. I love what the mission is. I love that you came from Chicago to Lansing and you looked around and said, this is pretty small and there's not a lot of these opportunities. And rather than just say, I'm out, I'm going back to Chicago, you're starting to build that opportunity.
Exactly.
Right? And it's going to give so many of us so much to be proud of. And I really love you for that. I really like what you're saying. I want to say that maybe you know Chris Galloway too. He's saying go 24K. So we daisy chain the shows together. And yesterday on the show, I had Annette Shalver, who does Camp Greenwood. And it's basically a youth camp over by Greenville. And she had a question for you all. If, much like Sean, if I wanted to get involved with you right now as a model, as a musician, as actors too, what should I be doing to prepare?
Calling us.
Huh?
What?
You got to call us. No,
I would say prepare yourself first. Before you come to us, make sure that this is what you want to do and not someone else's dream. Because that's how a lot of kids, that's how a lot of kids start off, is it being their parents' dream, and then they're like, feel like they stuck into it. So prepare yourself, research us, research the modeling industry, the acting industry, being an artist, research all of that before you come, because we don't want to throw you to the wolves and you like, okay, this is not what I bargained for. So I would definitely say prepare yourself. YouTube works. That's where I learned a lot of stuff on YouTube. YouTube works. Google helps a lot. And just when you come here, just be yourself. Be genuine to us, because that's all we are to other people. So
bring your confidence.
Yeah.
Bring your confidence, because confidence is typically. Told my daughter her first time performing was on a live show probably about a month ago, maybe not even that. And I told her the best way to get over all that fear is to just do it.
Yeah.
You know, stop thinking of the what ifs, this might happen, forget all that. Just do it. You know, and then once you do it and you get all the worst things out the way, it becomes a breeze. It becomes something you want to do for fun more than just a career path.
Right.
I am such a huge hack with this podcast or this video cast here. I woke up 133 days ago and said, I want to do a show. I think I want to do it every day. I'd never done a show before and just jumped in and started doing it. And then 133 shows later, like that first one, I was scared. I didn't know if I was going to do. Now it's just so, I don't know, that practice makes it easy. You know, and you said something earlier, Bianca, or that I say all the time, and you said it too. I'm not here to make your dream come true, right? You can't make somebody's dream come true for them. And what was that? These reality TV shows, like they take these kids to the beauty contests or the beauty pageants. Do you get a lot of that?
For the most part, that's how we started with the models. It was a lot of the parents doing with the younger kids. And then you get there to rehearsals and you get there to class and the kids are zoned out. It's like you have 2 kids in there that's like, oh yeah, I want to model, I want to do this. But for the most part, It has been appearance, unfortunately. So yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow on the show, I've got Kelly from the Great Lakes Learning Academy.
Mhm.
And I always pass a question to the next show, or I pass one from you to them. What would you like to ask Kelly?
So hi, Miss Kelly. Is your goals when you started the same as they are now?
Mhm.
Yeah, and I really love this question. I love it so much. I'm going to ask you the same thing. Are your goals the same as when you started?
No.
Mine, yes. Mine will be yes. Just because when I started, I know what I wanted and I'm still pushing towards it. So my big picture is to have one building with a ton of different talents in one building. Artists, dancers, models, whatever talent you do, we want you here, and we want everybody to interact and work with each other. That is my vision for 24 Karat, and that has been my vision from not day one, because day one was actually a dance studio. So
That's
you might
why
be
I
right.
said that.
You might be right.
Why I
Just a
said
little
that.
bit, but
You
once I
know.
started the official 24 Karat Talent Studios, nothing changed for me.
Yeah.
I was more so because I'm technically still an artist under 24 Karat. You know what I'm saying? But I went from focusing on that and myself to just focusing on 24 Karat. That was a personal choice. You know, not that I make crappy music. I make good music, you know. I just feel like 24 Karat would be bigger for me in the long run in a quicker span, you know, because it's hard to make it in the music industry, you know. But from what from what I've been doing music, if I pass that to somebody that's young and up and coming, that has no idea that it's even out here, I feel like we can help them do great, you know. And we have stuff to back that up, you know.
Yeah.
With artists we work with already and the modeling. I mean,
Mhm.
CGO.
Well, it sounds like you guys are doing great. And I love the mission. I love the pivoting. I love the adaptation to COVID. So it sounds like you're staying agile. You're staying resilient.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds amazing.
Yes, we are.
Hey, I just want to throw a couple more names up. You gave the shout outs and
Hey,
you know,
AB.
He was a part of 24 Karat in the beginning.
He was a model.
Yeah, he was actually he's an artist, but he was actually a model. Shout out to Adrian. He definitely helped us a lot too.
Mhm.
While we were transitioning, he was definitely one of the hands-on type of person that we needed, and we
Mhm.
definitely appreciate you, Adrian. Thank you for shouting us
He
out.
unfortunately moved out of the city. So, hey, India Young.
India Young, that's what we talking about. Hey.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. You're welcome for the shout out.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, girl.
Yeah, she's doing the most, but she's maintaining it all.
That girl, she has like clockwork work all day. So she would definitely, we would have hoped that she came, but she's running at least 4 businesses right now. So
well, since you brought your squad with you, any of your squad wants to be on every damn day, let me know. And
definitely.
Yeah.
I want all these stories because I think it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, go ahead, Orlando.
We're gonna send them your way. We're gonna definitely send them your way.
All right. As we start to wrap up here, what would you like to take us out with? Like, is there anything you want to definitely promote? Is there some advice you want to give us? You want to give a shout out to any other people? How would you like to take us out on the show today?
A couple things. One, of course, I want to shout out my husband because he's been not really coaching me, but he's been like in my ear a lot, you know, when it comes to 24 Karat Talent Studios. So I definitely appreciate him for helping me. Manual labor for the most part. The men in our company has been amazing. It's been so easy. They've been making it so easy on me because I've been, you know, expecting. So moves is like, but we do, like I said, Vacay Events is hosting an event on Valentine's Day, February 14th. It is only 10 to 12 couples that are only accepted due to COVID. So I would say go over to their page, Vacay Events. I believe that's their name on Facebook. They're serving like really, it's going to be
salmon dinners.
Yeah, salmon dinners, chicken dinner. It's going to be very elegant event for Valentine's Day. If you don't have anything to do for Valentine's Day, I suggest it's going to be located here at 24 Karat Talent Studios.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely suggest that you guys follow them on Facebook, Instagram at Bay K Events.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we will also be there.
We're not.
With our students.
With my partner.
We get it.
Do we have anything else coming up?
Nope. Just remember 24 Karat Talent Studios LLC on Facebook. Look us up. We got a website, 24karattalent.com. Research us, and shout out to our artists and our models that work with us right now. Just thank y'all for believing that we can help y'all out. You know, because it takes you wanting help and accepting it for it to actually be help. You know what I'm saying? They believe in us. They believe in what we got going. Again, HEG, Tidal Wave, Stutter J, my daughter Nia Marie, recently signed RNS Quan. Hope I ain't forget nobody because, you know, my brain works a little differently. Shout out to our promotion team. We do have a promotion team. There's a lot of y'all to be naming.
Yeah.
Y'all know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. They work with us. We give them something to slide on with as far as music, and they get it out there. They promote it for us. All of that, our events. You know, shout out to them. Fans, people who don't even want to model, who don't even want to be an artist, they just support 24 Karat because they see what we're doing.
We definitely appreciate
Shout
you
out
guys.
to y'all. We love y'all as well. If I got any shout outs, I'm sorry because there's a lot going on.
Yeah, don't forget, we do rent our studio out.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a couple dates in January still available. In February, they are getting booked fast, so I would suggest that you book with us. We do come with servers if you want it. We come with a photographer if you want it. Decorations, the tables and chairs are included. So if you would like to rent out our studio space, just reach out to us on Facebook. And I think that's it. And my parents, because they're the reason definitely my parents. Oh man, I wouldn't hear the end of it if I didn't shout them out. So,
See if I forgot anybody before I get killed.
Well, while you're thinking, Orlando, you're on the south side on Enterprise?
Yes.
Like over by the South Side Mire?
Yes.
Somewhere in there?
It's kind of hidden and kind of like it that way.
Yes.
But it's kind of hard to find too. So we will have new signs put out there. But we're right off of Enterprise and Keystone Drive, like Keystone and Enterprise Drive. You can get to it from Aurelius or Pennsylvania, right across the street from Meyer.
Okay.
So, yeah. In the Roadtech building. People think we're right next to a trucking company connected to it because I told you my parents started a trucking company. So we're inside of a trucking company, but on the prettier side.
Yeah.
And can I come visit you sometime?
Absolutely.
All right.
We will be painting soon, so we will have a new look.
A whole new look. I'm so excited.
You want me to come after the new look? Or you don't care?
Before and after. Oh, you've seen the picture, so you've seen it before.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't matter, but
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to you two because you did a really good job of covering the bases. We know who you are. We know what your team looks like. We know what your revenue model is. You did a really good job. And it sounds like you got your ducks in a row with your business and you're keeping it going. And I'm really proud and honored to have you on the show. I think you are two really good entrepreneurs, I
appreciate that.
Speaking of partner company, Kaz, 51 Sessions Recording Studio.
Yeah.
We also partner with him. So shout out to Kaz. Thank you for being part of our business or partner with us. We love you. Appreciate everything you do for us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Come on every damn day because I'd like to talk to
you. I'm going to write a whole list with our partners for you.
All right. So good job, you all. Thanks for being on the show. Everyone out there, stay tuned tomorrow for another episode of Every Damn Day. We'll have the Great Lakes Academy. Oops, I probably said that wrong. But anyways, it's all right. And everyone, I will see you later. You two stay with me for a second. And we're out.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.